And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another T8 Squad Conquest. Tonight we have RTF facing off against ECU. Just getting through the burn round right here, and we will start on the first map right after this. Tonight I have once again with me Miss Quinn as my co-host. Of course, always a good time. And once we get all loaded in, I'll be able to tell everybody the rosters and the map rotations. Looks like we're starting off on Provence. It's going to be 2 rounds of Provence, 2 rounds of Devastation, and then Rotterdam as the tiebreaker tonight. So a lot of the one of the newer maps and 2 of the classics, which has been nice to actually be able to get to see some of the more classic maps being played more recently, since they've been taken out for that period of time during 6.0. So let us look and see what's happening. We have for RTF, Blitz Drive, General Rex, King Macedon, Meatloaf Gaming, One Protects, Ragged Rider, SDZ Swiffer, and SS Maverick. Over on the ECU side, we got Gino Rivera, Taramelli, Robert Teros, Spy M Killer, Spy Sicario, Teo Echeverria, Vinny, and Blaster 1. Now, we are going to be playing the new T8 ESB rules, which has banned the 1907 and Breda, so those will no longer be allowed, but the M2 has come back into the fold. So let's see what we got. Got ECU coming to a strong push, and now RTF, it looks like they're doing a hard left to the Alpha, but now they're splitting off 5 to Alpha, 3 down, and ECU is the first ones on the point. Spy M Killer getting first blood on General Rex. And Blaster taking out Meatloaf. SS Maverick getting fired at and taken out. So that is ECU getting Alpha Bravo. And at the same time, they were able to stop most of that attack of Alpha. But SDZ is there, and Sicario is waiting for the spawns. And now Alpha Bravo is held by Sicario and Teo. But RTF has already pushed right back on and are taking Alpha. Taramelli and Sicario staying away, waiting for some spawns, it looks like, to try to get into Alpha once again. But ECU, seeing that they're losing Alpha, has already pushed around. And they are capping Charlie, going for a Bravo Charlie hold now, and trying to push back into Alpha, doing quite a good job, but they do get wiped at Charlie as the full squad of Maverick pushes back in. So Alpha Charlie hold for RTF, and ECU did not get any spawns off at Charlie, so they're going to have to push into Alpha. Now Swiffer is on the backside, contesting with somebody down low, using the ZK slow fire rate, getting those extra bullets in the mag, but not able to take out Vinny. But there it is, Vinny goes down, and now it looks like a supposed almost triple cap, but Gino and Robert are in there together, holding it down so that they don't get that triple cap. And Maverick taking out Robert, but getting taken out from behind in turn by Spy M Killer. Now, ECU doing a good job of not letting them get into Bravo to get that double cap, but they're having a tough time pushing in and getting Alpha. Taramelli pushing in around, should be able to get, but does not get King, but then King goes down to Vinny. So Alpha being taken, but Bravo is now faltering for ECU. But they do get a spawn off, and so they're going to hold on to it. Spy M Killer jumping out. And ECU just wiping out all of the RTF. Very nice time by Meatloaf. Last one in there. Gonna go for a revive, it looks like. Pushing directly into somebody's body. Front knife and Spy killer, but gonna get taken out by Gino, who is right there next to him. And now ECU is holding Alpha Bravo. And RTF did not leave anybody back to spawn on, so a hard push for RTF up top. Oh, nope, they're going to divert and push Bravo to make sure that they can get it. This is going to leave the top side wide open for ECU to try to push to get the Alpha Charlie, and it looks like Vinny is going to challenge Mav, taking Mav down and getting him. Meatloaf Gaming coming back for some revives, but ECU's Vinny is pushing up to get the Alpha Charlie hold as they see the entire RTF team is down on Bravo. Let's see if Spy M's able to get in and take out one protects. Does, and gonna go for the revive, it looks like, on both at the same time, but somebody's sliding in there. And so now Alpha Bravo being held by ECU, and it looks like Vinny didn't get any support up at Charlie. But now ECU going full on the attack to get to Charlie. And so in comes ECU for the Alpha Bravo hold, and RTF is going to be able to get the Bravo point secured, but they need to spawn somebody back on Alpha as RTF is pushing the high road. So, luckily, ECU recognizing does spawn back Sicario and Teo to hold Alpha, but Blitz is in the church, waiting for some spawns probably. And let's see if Echeverria knows that he's there. He's being very quiet in the corner, but now he's moving around. I'm sure that he has now been heard, and they're pushing in to grab Alpha as the ECU guys did not know that Blitz was hiding in the church for Sanctum. And some bad news right now for ECU, having to push and get back onto the Bravo side as RTF really wants to try to get this triple cap set in, but RTF is faltering at Charlie. So at least that one looks like it's going to go the way of ECU. But Alpha and Bravo look like they're going to be in the control of RTF as Blitz was able to take out Spy Sicario to make sure Alpha was held. But there's a big battle happening down here on the Bravo point. Let's see if Vinny gets King. King goes down to the ribeye. And Vinny, not knowing that the guy was behind him, starts to get shot. Vinny should have waited for one of the medics to come in to get that revive. Luckily, his pal's right there to pick him up, but down they go, and that is all of ECU wiped off of the Bravo point. And this is not looking good, but luckily they're going to be able to get right back onto Alpha and start their push like it's just the beginning of the game once again. But RTF is pushing in a good formation, 2-2-2-2, pushing every single one of the points together. It's trying to get this ECU squad to not be able to get out of their spawn, and they do wipe them out. So now ECU is going to get that bottom hand spawn, but they know about it apparently as Meatloaf is headed down and going to get taken out by King. Not looking quite far enough, and ECU now back on Bravo, and smart move would be to keep two there, send one up to Charlie to get them pulled out of this triple cap, but they're actually able to get Alpha for a moment almost, it looks like, but RTF wipes them out. So Yeah, when you're trying to push into an objective like that and they have a full squad on it, they need to realize that and start rotating around, which is exactly what they did, wiping out the RTF guys on the top at Charlie. And now Alpha being left all alone by RTF. So a single person from ECU should spawn back at spawn and grab that, and they could have a triple cap if they were able to successfully do that. But RTF pushing in to get Charlie. Tarmelli's flanking around, takes out Maverick, and has a golden opportunity to take out a couple, but is not able to come out of that battle with the victory. And now Alpha Charlie, nope, Alpha falling, as I had said, sending one there, but took him too long to get there, and RTF is pushing, throwing a Molotov as King into the corner and pushing. Ooh, getting Taramelli with a headshot there, and ECU is trying to push into Alpha, but they're just not having any luck with a full squad of RTF there. And now Bravo is falling, but some spawns happening. Let's see what Spy and Killer's up to. Getting shot from behind by SDZ Swiffer, and once again, looks like RTF is gonna have a triple cap unless Blaster is able to come out of this one alive, but he is not able to. He gets taken out, and now ECU once again is locked in a triple cap and needs to get out of it quick because those tickets are bleeding fast. They have about half the tickets that that RTF does, and RTF is on all the points except for Alpha right now because they were taken out. Taramelli should have just beelined it to Charlie, because by looking at the score, even if they're able to get Alpha and try to push Bravo, it's going to take them too long to do that. RTF just doesn't want to give up that trip cap, so they push in to get them off of Alpha, but the entire ECU team looks like they are headed down there, and Ragged went back to make sure that they did not get to Charlie. Alpha secured, and RTF has one protects circling around to try to get some kills on the backside, going in, hip firing like there's no tomorrow, and not able to get any of the ECU guys. Ragged Rider is taken out by Gino as he tries to push in to the church area, but now ECU is back on Bravo. However, they're going to need to get all of their revives off and not allow RTF to get a single point back to be able to bring this one back from the brink. And it looks like they're going to be able to do that. They're going to get Blitz eventually. There he goes. And now Alpha Bravo is held by ECU, and they're going to get King of Macedon, and now they have all except for 8 tickets. So if they push and cut them down just like they did right there, they could come back and get a triple cap. This could be a great comeback by ECU, and it looks like they might be able to if they're able to get in there and get the rest of the RTF guys out of that smoke cloud. And they are going for the triple cap, not leaving anybody low side, however. Still have their 8 tickets, but RTF pushing in heavy on the C, not allowing that triple cap to hold. And so ECU needs to get those revives. People are revive canceling, and that is going to be bad news if they're not able to get those guys up, because I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and they only have 4 tickets left, and that is going to do it for this one. ECU almost coming back, but RTF just coming out strong from their spawn and taking them out. 0-29, very well played. Gino and Spy Killer coming up big for ECU. RTF has SDZ And Meatloaf also coming up big with Ragged Rider down there, 21-10. That was quite the first match. That was much more exciting indeed. And so we're going to do it again, but flip around the spawns and see what comes of it on this one. So, per the new rule set, the Thompson was banned. And just making sure that they know that. All right, there we go. So here we go again. ECU on the left now, RTF in the green on the right. And out they go. ECU splitting up, doing a 6-2 looks like, pushing 6 to Bravo, having 2 hold the top side, and RTF is doing the same thing as doing the high road and going through the middle and just allowing ECU to get Bravo without a fight at all. And now our ECU recognizes that they are all in the center. They could bottle them up and take them out real quick. Maverick getting chased and taken out, but Ragged Rider taking out Teo. However, ECU needs to get some people back on to Charlie. Spy Sicario, the only one back there with the 3x Lewis, but he gets taken out. But ECU smartly gets the rotation going and sending one to Alpha. Looks like, not sure what General Rex is doing. And Vinny able to take him out, but gets traded out by Maverick. And now Alpha is going to be in RTF's control, and it looks like they're going to get Bravo as well, unless ECU is able to get back in there and get those kills. But they should really be sending somebody to Charlie so that a triple cap doesn't set in. And they are not doing that. They are all pushing right back into Bravo. Not sure if they just don't know. But ECU had somebody hiding in a corner, and so once RTF left, they started to take the cap back, but they are being surrounded by all of the RTF guys, and Robert, the last one in there, taking out one but not able to get the other. As we were talking about that, ECU spawns at spawn, getting Charlie back easily. And now it is ECU trying to push the Bravo objective, but there's just too many. And Ragged Rider throwing out some dynamite, blowing himself up, but taking out Teo as well, wiping out that squad's. ECU now has Charlie, and on Alpha has pushed in. Maverick is taken out. Blitz on the last one for RTF near it. Gonna stay off of it, waiting for some spawns, it looks like. Nope. Gonna head on out. Not sure why he didn't go back and try to get Alpha. And General Rex now as well is just letting ECU have Alpha. ECU seems to have a better rotation going on right now, but RTF is just overwhelming them with numbers. And so now ECU started to take Bravo, but only had one, now two people there. See if Blaster's able to get in there and take him out. General Rex doing a reverse slide, almost getting Blaster, but Milo jumping down with the Sten and taking him out. So now Bravo is held by RTF only, as ECU gets that rotation on and gets Alpha Charlie, and they really needed to bust out of that triple cap really quickly, and they were able to. So here we go. RTF trying to push Alpha. General Rex going for a revive. One of the RTF or ECU guys is right there. Vinny taking him out with the Type 100, and down goes Meatloaf, but Blitz is in the church. Gonna get Vinny from the side flank. That was a very nice move right there. And now it's RTF on Alpha with one. It's gonna be Robert going 1v1 with him, and he gets taken out. But now ECU is trying to push back into Charlie, but Bravo is left unattended. So they would be able to waltz right in and take that, but RTF really giving it to him right now. Vinny running around, and Milo getting taken out by Vinny. He had him dead to rights, but Vinny turned around just at the right second. And ECU is pushing out of Alpha. They do have a couple on Charlie. Let's go see what's happening here. Roberteros is using the EMP, which is a very accurate but kind of a semi-slow fire rate submachine gun for comp, but I cannot remember the gentleman's name. There is a very good player that uses it, and his name escapes me right now, and I've gone up against him, and it's dang near impossible to kill him if he's at medium range and he's got that thing. So Alpha Bravo now held for ECU as they just full commit and rush into Bravo. Blitz going in, getting taken out by no, that wasn't Blitz actually. Blitz actually was alive. It was Meatloaf that we zoomed in on. And now ECU is the ones that look like they're going for the trip cap. But as you see, RTF is back on Alpha. But ECU looks like they got their heads on straight and started the rotation up. And now RTF is all bottled at Alpha and taking it quickly. Repeteros going in for the revive. SS Maverick throwing some dynamite over. Looks like Meatloaf getting taken out. Quick headshots on by Repeteros, and then Maverick able to take him out in turn. So RTF coming out of that one alive and going to be able to push back into Bravo. And Spy and Killer, the only one, should have waited for some spawns and gets taken out. ECU pushing back to Alpha to get it, and they need to recognize the situation, see that they have nobody on Charlie, and make sure they got at least one person there to slow them up. But it looks like they just know where they're at and are going for the trip cap, and it looks like they're gonna be able to do it. Blitz drive, and oh nope, my mistake. RTF is able to hold Alpha, but still Charlie Bravo held by ECU. Not sure why RTF hasn't sent anybody to Charlie, and there's the spawns that they needed to ward off this incoming assault from RTF. Got Spy Sicario down here with the Lewis gun and the 3 times. Not as potent as it used to be, but still a fairly formidable long-range weapon for them. ECU doing a good job holding on to Bravo. Maverick coming in, getting taken out by Repeteros. Sturmgewehr is going to win that battle every single time, unless you're able to land 2 successive headshots with the ribeye rolls. And now RTF is trying to push into the Charlie point. Spy Sicario back in there by himself, chasing some of the RTF guys, taking out Swiffer and circling back around. But RTF has been able to get into the Charlie point and starts to take it for the Alpha Charlie hold. ECU needs to get somebody going from spawn into Alpha. Otherwise, this is going to turn into a quick triple cap for RTF. And it looks like they might do it because I do not see anybody spawned in for Alpha yet. And the ECU guys are trying to push Charlie, but just met with a full squad of RTF, needing to get a point now. Not sure why they haven't sent anybody to go from the Alpha spawn. That would be the move right now to at least get 1 point, but they just keep spawning on each other. They are getting Bravo back, which is great, but that triple cap hurt a lot. So ECU is on the Bravo objective, trying to continually get Charlie. And am I mistaken? Is that their spawn back there? I think that's their spawn. Yeah, that must be their spawn that they're trying to get Charlie. But they really need to send somebody to sneak their way to Alpha because they're just being corralled here at Charlie. But they are taking it back slowly. And Echo Rivera executing one protects in the corner there. But King of Macedon, using the FG with the AA sights, is able to push in and make sure that he gets away, cleans for some spawns, as ECU is now in control of Bravo Charlie, trailing by 42 tickets. ECU is doing a good job of pulling off the onslaught, and now Blaster coming in. Ooh, some wild hit there for Blaster there, but able to sneak away, and now RTF is pushing on two sides. Ooh, double for Blaster, and that was a great defensive move by Blaster. Well done. In the meantime, however, RTF has pushed Bravo and is leaving it now to try to get to another point, and just going to let ECU waltz right in and possibly get a triple cap of their own. Looks like they're gonna get it, as RTF, however, is not gonna let that happen, pushing Alpha, getting that point back, succeeding to take Alpha, and then trying to push up to Charlie. Teo being the last one for ECU, and that is a losing battle. 4v1 right there, not able to pull it out. Spy Sicario does spawn on, and looks like it's going to be able to take out Ragged Rider. Smoke's going out, chucking a Molotov, getting hits on the guy, but not able to take him out. And Rider pushing up and able to take him out, even though he was on fire. But now ECU is pushing their way into Alpha, and that sounds like a V1 coming in right now. It is a V1, and I'm pretty sure that is not allowed. Maybe it is. I don't know the rule set by heart. I do happen to have it right here pulled up so that I can look at it. Let me double check if that is still not allowed. And nope, a V1 is allowed. Like I said, these things change every other day, it seems, so it's hard to see what's happening at any given time. But now ECU overrunning them at Charlie, but they're all there, so they're gonna give up Alpha fairly easily to RTF. Spy M Killer pushing out, trying to take out the two guys there at Alpha, not able to, and it looks like this is going to be another close one, but no, ECU coming in hot, and oh, Meatloaf going in, getting a big double right there, not allowing ECU to come back and get Charlie, or I'm sorry, get Alpha, and now they are pushing into the Charlie point, and that's it. So there it is, an RTF victory, 43-0. King Macedon coming up big, 20-3 for RTF, as well as Ragged Rider, 20-7. ECU's Vinny and Sicario doubling up, 19 kills apiece. So up next, we have Devastation. Sorry about that. What were you going to say? No, that's very unusual. So we will have this one coming up to you right now. So here we have the very linear, bombed out map that is Devastation. Gonna turn off the weather effects, see if that helps a little bit to clear up this fog looking thing. That did kind of help, I guess. So ECU is in the green, RTF is in the pink, and let's see what type of push out they have. So away they go, doing a left and a better spread from ECU, pushing every single lane. Left lane heavy. They got 2-2, 0 and 4 through the church, and RTF is all bottled up in. So if ECU is able to get a pincer maneuver going on, they could get in and get Bravo taken. ECU pushing in on the right hand side very well and are starting to take it back, and RTF has fallen on the right hand. No, Ragged Rider is back there. My mistake. He was able to hold on that right hand side, but ECU just has superior numbers for the time being on the point, but not anymore. They have pushed in. Spy M is surviving by the skin of his teeth. 6 hit points. Throwing over some dynamite. Ooh, this could be, oh, that could have been a good one if he had gotten a kill on that. He is coming up around on somebody, though, and I don't know. I don't think he realizes that Ragged is right there, and Ragged is able to take him out. And Swiffer is already on his high horse trying to get Charlie, as there's a big fight happening at Bravo, and Teo and Sicario are the last ones there, and luckily, ECU gets them, but I don't think they're going to notice that Swiffer is right there, and he is going to be able to push in uncontested and get the Charlie cap, and a triple cap could ensue. But if ECU's push is victorious, they're going to at least hold Bravo. And there goes Swiffer into this Charlie objective to get it. And ECU has pushed into Bravo and starts to get the cap. But like I said, with Swiffer on Charlie, they're going to have the Alpha Charlie hold. And Blitz Drive doing a really great drive of holding this right-hand side. Spy M, the last one, it's going to be a shoot-off. Neither go down. Not sure where the communication from Spy is, where they have two ECUs that could have came in and taken them right out very easily. But that is not looking like what happened. So now RTF pushing the left-hand side, taking him out, but Vinny is on his way to Alpha, and Charlie is going to be uncontested. Quick triple cap for RTF, and now Charlie is going to be broken by ECU uncontested. They're going to get that one no problem, and Vinny is booking his way to Alpha, going to get it there. Going to need those people that just died on Bravo to spawn back on him, as it looks like all 8 of the RTF are alive. Oh, I didn't realize that one of the ECUs has either DC'd or something has happened, because he is no longer in there. So 7v8, which is not a great situation, not unreasonable to think that they could win, but they've been having some trouble at full strength already. Gino getting pushed by a couple, throwing some fire, but getting taken out by Meatloaf. And now Alpha just overrun by a full squad of RTF. So Alpha Bravo is going to be the hold. However, RTF already has a couple of guys already headed there, but spawning back is ECU. And looks like they're a little confused as to which way they should go. And RTF is able to take out Teo and able to take out Blaster. So Spy Sicario, the last one. But it looks like I may have spoke too soon about that triple cap being held, because ECU is able to wipe off the rest of the guys at Alpha. So triple cap not going to be held for too long. 3, or more likely 2 of the RTF guys will be left on Bravo, just in case. And now Swiffer, the last one up on the 3rd story of this bombed out apartment building, getting a spawn off, and Ragged taking out Spy, and there goes Gino down as well. Or no, sorry, that was Teo. So Charlie being well defended by 2 RTFs. ECU had Blaster One going on a Rambo mission, it looks like, to try to take Bravo by himself, and ECU is spread out around the Alpha point. And let's see if General Rex is able to take out Gino, but Gino is able to take him out. Meatloaf going for the revive in the smoke. Mav getting pushed by Gino, taken out by that ZK. And ECU not wanting to give up a 2-cap hold, as they are about halfway down in their tickets, pushing. Maverick getting taken out by Vinny with the Type 100. And there's just a big battle all over the Alpha point, but ECU is going to come out victorious, and now they're the ones with the Alpha Charlie hold. And they were able to push through back to Charlie, getting through the squad. Teo and Blaster, the only ones close to Bravo. Blaster needs to not engage, or at least win both of these gunfights to... He must not have heard, or that was a very lucky revive and kill right there by Blaster. That was quite nifty right there. That is gonna be one of the better plays I have seen to make sure that this Bravo point is held by ECU. So now Bravo being pushed by RTF on the right, ECU on the left, and down goes King And now RTF is off of the point, so Alpha Bravo being held by ECU. And they need to establish a line and get some people to go back to Charlie. And Ragged getting taken out by Teo. Teo getting pushed on the right-hand side now. Don't think nope, he definitely did not hear him. And that's unfortunate right there. Sound is such an integral part of this game that if you're not able to pinpoint and listen what direction they're coming from, you're going to get shot in the side and in the back all the time. Alpha being left uncontested by ECU holding, and they should, as I've said before, have either Taramelli or Vinny spawn back at Charlie spawn and get in there, because RTF already sent in a full squad to Alpha, but they are able to almost wipe out. One protects and Ragged Rider, but the spawns get off. Swiffer as well in there. They are sending some people back to Charlie. Shouldn't have sent people from Bravo. Should have just sent one or two from spawn to grab it, as now Bravo is being heavy pushed by RTF from Alpha. They're going to need all of their men to be up on the line to ward off that attack. They are back up to full strength now, however, so that does even the odds. Spy M Killer going to be the first one of line of defense, getting taken out by Meatloaf. Meatloaf coming in with a Type 100, taking him out. Taramelli is getting rushed on two sides, getting around, getting away, sneaky little snake style. Blaster 1 pushing in on the right-hand side, not able to get Meatloaf. And now RTF is, as I said, just going to push all of their men right in and get this Bravo point. Spy M surrounded, up, down, left, right, taking down Blitz, and almost able to take out Maverick, but Maverick is able to get him. So now, let's get back out to see the bigger picture. RTF is pushing for that triple cap with Ragged and Swiffer. ECU, however, is getting spawns off, and a big old pile of RTF right there, and 5, 6 are going to come out of it. It looks like no. 6 for about 2.2 nanoseconds, but now they're being pushed from all the different sides, and they're getting their revives off and are going to be able to get Bravo back under control. Spy Sicario, last one on the outside, needs to wait for some spawns. Trying to push in there by himself right now is not a good idea, and ECU is not going to let the triple cap, maybe, because you cannot cap it from that high up. Vinny getting pushed 2v1 right now, taking out the first, getting a spawn, very well done. Now Swiffer, the last one on Charlie for them, gonna try and take out, and does take out Vinny, but now is being pushed by 3 ECUs underneath. Ooh, very big, coming up huge right there for RTF, but Gino says, nah, that good move is not gonna let you get back Charlie. So Charlie being wiped clean. Let's get back to Bravo to see what's happening over here in the church. Looks like a massacre is happening. Everybody's going down. Lots of revive symbols are there. And ECU is wiped out from the church. And they did not get anybody to get to Alpha. So they are pushing the left side. Gino is right here. Ooh, taking out Ragged. Running up on him and just doming him right in the face with the ZK. And nope, he definitely didn't know that Gino is behind him. Looks like Gino might be going for a knife. Oh, Gino, that was amazing. Swiffer, that was not the right move. You should have just taken him out right in the back. Not allowing the ECU guys to push up. Blitz on the left, getting overwhelmed by ECU on the right-hand side. But ECU taking some heavy losses in the beginning with a triple cap. Only got 5 tickets left to RTF's 86. And they are going to need to push in and get the Bravo point and once again get all of their revives. One ticket left. They're not going to be able to pull this one back unless they pull off the greatest comeback in Battlefield history, which they're not able to do. So quite a match. RTF was just able to get in and hold it down a little bit better. ECU, Spy M, and Vinny coming up big, while it is Maverick and one name I didn't see that was get around 15 kills for RTF. So let's turn it around and see which way this one falls. So quite the match, way better than last night's. Talked with the ECU guys a little bit today, just about last night, and they just said that they were not playing to their potential last night, and they look like they have screwed their heads on straight this time and are doing a heck of a lot better. So shout outs to guys we got listening and watching in right now. Thunderboy of 30th, BC Will from HNR, Snuggly Ducklin of RTF, ETF, I don't know where that came from. And Blues, also of H&R, and Stain Smith coming in with the upside down smiley face at the last second. Thank you all very much for coming out tonight for this T8 Squad Conquest match. ECU now in pink, RTF is in the green, and let's watch the breakouts. RTF doing a full push through the Charlie point. That's the way to do it. If everybody pushes through all at once, you don't even have to hold people back. You can all just beeline it through. And ECU is pushing out Spy Sicario. Not sure what was happening with him. Lagging a little bit behind. And a little bit of discombobulation by the ECU guys, but they do get to the point first and have the advantage. Spy and Killer is on that head glitch. RTF using smoke to their advantage very well and making ECU back off a little bit and pushing through it. Spy M getting General Rex coming through the smoke, and looks like ECU is getting cut down from all the different sides. Blaster, the only one left for them on the outside, but gets a couple of spawns off, and RTF is going to have the Charlie Bravo flags for the time being. And RTF wasting no time pushing in to try to get Alpha. And Swiffer gets by. Ragged is going to get cut down by Roboteros and Spy Killer, but is on the backside. And using the ZK slow fire rate. And, oh, taking a shovel to the face. That had to hurt. So ECU making sure that Alpha is being held, trying to push in to Bravo point, but RTF has a good line of defense there. Gino on the right-hand side. Not sure if he knows that Blitz is over there, and definitely doesn't, as he turned and took quite a while for him to react to that one. So RTF is holding that line at the front side of the Bravo point, and now looks like they're going to try to get to the front of or it's actually the backside of the church, closest to the Alpha point, and Swiffer has made it to Alpha, but has Spy M and Gino pushing in behind him. And he is in the commonly known hidey hole on Alpha where you can cap it, but I bet you ECU is going to look there first thing, and both of them are already in there and looking right at it. Ooh, pre-firing, coming around. Getting the kill is Spy, and getting the revive. Ragged getting taken out by Roberteros on the right-hand side from distance with the 3 times. But RTF has already pushed up to the back of the church, and that is not good news for ECU. They can get bottled up right in there. Blaster, guess he doesn't realize you can't go down that side of the canal, but using smoke to push through. Ragged, front line of defense for RTF, but is getting pushed by about 5 of the ECU guys. Ooh, sliding around, and that was quite a good and fortunate maneuver for him. And, ooh, takes out Roberteros. And now, has ECU made a break for it anywhere? Unfortunately not. RTF is just doing a really great job of spawning back on Bravo and recognizing which lanes they need to cover and pushing them. And there is another ECU push that is not able to push through anything. Vinny and Roberteros on the left-hand side taking out General Rex. There's an opportunity right there for ECU to get around, but Milov coming up and taking out Gino from the side. One protects getting the revive off, and RTF is just doing a heck of a job holding this line, even though ECU is throwing everything they got at them on the left. And they are, as I said, just holding it down, seeing that they're all still trying to push. Milov going 11-0, high score for the RTF guys, and Roberteros, the only one with 5 or above kills, and now a triple cap by RTF has happened. Swiffer and Ragged are underneath, and is he on top? He is kind of on top of the Alpha point. Gino's gonna go in for the revive. Gets it. No, does not get it off, but luckily Roberteros is able to spawn in, but gets taken out by Ragged. Ragged doing a great job of pre-firing that revive attempt by Gino, and now RTF has the triple cap, and not sure why they aren't pushing all the way up to hold the line, because they're kind of leaving Ragged and Swiffer out to dry. Swiffer getting taken out from the side by Blaster, and now ECU is going to just be able to push right in. Ragged will probably get a kill or two, but he's going to be found out real quick and taken out himself, and there it is. So ECU is just able to waltz right back in to Alpha, and now have a good established momentum to try to push through. They're going to need to push out and use smoke, however, because Rex, Maverick, and Milov are doing quite the job of holding that left-hand lane. Smoke is not coming out for ECU, and that is going to cost them some smoke there coming in for a revive. But you got to remember that you can use smoke to create a wall of defense that you can either go around or push right through. ECU on the left-hand side, Vinny on the left, pushing, using the Lewis. Ooh, almost getting the double right there, but gets traded out by Maverick. And now ECU is once again corralled in the backside, but they are making progress inside the church. See if One Protects is able to take. Not sure if he didn't see that that guy was there. Prioritizing the revives, good idea, but getting taken out and clipped from behind by Teo. But they're going to get this triple cap established once again. And ECU's Vinny on his high horse to get to Charlie, but it's going to be too little too late, as this triple cap is going to bleed them dry very quickly. They're going to get Bravo back for the time being, it looks like, but it does not look like they're going to be able to pull this one out. 147-3 right now. That is impossible to come back from pretty much at this point. But they have not given up. They are pushing, taking back Alpha. But Bravo just swarmed by RTF from both sides, able to take them all out. And that's going to do it for this side of Devastation. So very well held by RTF, pushing the points and getting the objectives and getting their line established, not letting ECU go through once to get to Charlie. Next up, we have Rotterdam. Not sure if the 5th will be played, but we will be sticking around to find out. And looks like not. ECU has lost 2. Don't know if that was from disconnects. Oh, and the server has been shut down, it looks like. Or I was kicked. So I do believe that's going to do it for tonight, as the screen has gone black. So thank you very much, one and all, for coming out to the stream. RTF has taken all of the rounds tonight, but ECU did put up quite a fight on Provence and that first round of Devastation. Very well done, very well improved from last night indeed. But RTF on that last round just able to hold that line for the majority of the game and not allow ECU to push out. So that is going to do it for this evening, folks. Once again, thank you very much for coming out. And we will catch you next time, which is going to be Thursday night, which is HNR versus Biohazard in a T12 Frontlines match. And we will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, Miss Quinn, for being in the booth once again. Of course, as always. And we will catch you next time, folks. Good night.